Hi folks, and welcome to a training dojo. Now you probably saw it's Dudley. Dudley is the one which I have chosen from the poll that I sort of did on Facebook. It wasn't many people on the poll, but Dudley was sort of the most highest ranked, so it was going to be Bison, but it's Dudley. So I've been playing him for about the past week, and truth be told, I've discovered a couple of things. As you can see, I'm going through some motions here in training mode. But when I play online, I do get really annoyed with playing Dudley. Now that's fine because I'm inexperienced, but it seems like the characters, the opponents, they use a hell of a lot of reversals all the time, and I'm trying to constantly put on pressure, and obviously I'm not doing it right, which is fair to say. And also, I find it really hard to keep offense, because he's obviously an offensive pressure type character. But I find it hard to do that safely. I always seem to have gaps in my block strings, which is understandable, otherwise it'd be overpowered, but I just find it really difficult. I do. Some of his links are pretty tight, as you can see here. I'm trying to get a link here, although obviously the overhead would be usually done as a meaty type setup on wake up. But so yeah, it's Dudley. So don't forget, the training dojos are basically just to chronicle my learning experience with Dudley, show you how I sort of learn a character. So at the minute, I went in training mode for quite a long time, went into random online matches, which obviously I'm going to lose a lot. So I'm going to go into some online matches which I've had. I've had a lot, probably over like 30 or something, or 50, or some of a number. But I'm just going to pick out a couple and discuss them basically. So here you can see an option select, a safe jump. Option selects in a minute. But these are some that I found by watching tutorials and some other option select videos, because they're good to know. So this one is an option select where you do a normal target combo and you stick a medium kick in the middle of the target combo. If it gets hit, it doesn't come out. If they backdash, you sweep them like this, which is pretty cool. Now it doesn't work on characters with really far backdashes like Rose or Cammy, but it works on characters like Ryu and such. So I tried to have a look at his strengths and weaknesses, and playing is the best way to sort of experience things about the character. I obviously know to go through fireballs. This is quite late sort of matches. I didn't show my very early matches, but I'm still not good. So if you're coming here to see excellent Dudley gameplay, I wouldn't recommend it. As you can see, I mistimed my my sweep timing there. So as you can see, he's using a sort of stay away game, and I find that as one of the main things that I get troubled with people online, is that if they start pressing buttons, I get jabbed out of whatever I'm doing. Your uppercuts are something like 6 frames. Your first two are light punch and medium punch, are 6 frames startup, and their invincibility is dreadful. So, and the same with your heavy punch and EX. They're 4 frames. The EX has got a little bit of invincibility, but still they're pretty bad. And EX short swing blow and stuff, they can be punched out really easy. Machine gun blow, you don't use that unless it's in a combo, really, as a sort of rule. I think I do occasionally. I am sort of the person, particularly in this early stage, to just throw out an EX machine gun blow when I start getting annoyed. As you can see here, Dudley has terrible wake up game, and he has no cross up. So he can't cross up people on their wake up, conventionally anyway. He's got maybe that thunderbolt stuff. Okay, I managed to get that out. Now that was pretty cheap on my part, because level 3 focus attack, he could have pressed another button and hit me out of it so easily, but whatever. Okay, and I did that a bit early, so it's not too good. He keeps dashing back, so I do try and follow that up. So I never actually did a combo there. I just went straight into machine gun, which is obviously a bad choice. This character, this opponent, does do a lot of jumping attacks. He knows, I think, that there's one that got me punished. He knows that I've got terrible wake up and he's jumping a lot. So I'm trying to stop him, but it's pretty difficult. And that's pretty good. I don't mind that. It's not exactly expert, but it'll do. Okay, I think he's maybe thinking that I was going to do an EX machine gun blow to chip him out, and I was thinking about it, I'll admit, but I didn't want to go that way. So I expected him to jump again at that point, so I managed to do it. Now, in the air, I normally stick to, I think it's heavy punch, which is his elbow, which has got really good priority and stuff, but it takes a while to come out. And his medium kick, I think, which is like his elbow, which comes out really fast, and it's got good priority as well. Now, on that particular instance, I have not quite gotten used to doing a combo. I should have done, what was it, standing heavy kick into a machine gun blow there to do more damage rather than a grab, but you'll see me constantly grabbing. As I've said on, I think, the Makoto one, that when you're new to a character, you will substitute focus attacks and grabs a lot more than when you're good with a character. You don't know how to punish things properly. I forget combos, so the safest way is to just grab them, basically. As you saw. Okay. That's a safe jump setup, I think, if I did it right. We'll land one of those. Okay, so I got a little bit. What am I going to do? I was waiting for a reversal from her, and then when she jumped straight up and done that medium kick, I think. Okay, you can anti-air that. Dudley's anti-airs are pretty good. You can't do much after him. You can't follow him up. You can pressure them. You can do a a dash and then mix up opportunity. You have to be careful against characters with reversals though. So as you can see, I missed my combos twice there. I should have gone into stuff. Now, light punches should go into a heavy kick and then into a machine gun blow, but I don't do it very often by the looks of things. I think these are definitely early type videos. I mean, I've hopefully improved a bit. No, you don't normally use that as an anti-air, I don't think. I'm expecting something. Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting, but I tried to take it anyway, of course. Yeah, his forward heavy punch, I discovered, is pretty good for closing the distance. Now, the main thing that I do have trouble with, even though that's probably one of his best pokes, forward heavy punch, standing heavy punch, crouching medium punch, I think. They still don't. If someone's got a low attack, like say Ryu's crouching medium kick, Balrog's crouching medium punch, or moves like that, if they got a low attack, it really, you just can't. You get beat out so easily, and it's so annoying. In my opinion, I'm probably not using it right. I mean, I'm trying to use it to close the gap and stuff, but one thing I do love is that his light punch machine gun blow is -2 frames on block, so they can't uppercut you from it, which is decent. And now, on Cammy, you can do a medium punch machine gun blow because it's -4 on block, so her reversal is -4, so you'll be fine. So on Ryu, Ken, Akuma, that type of thing, light punch machine gun blow is pretty decent, I've discovered. And on Cammy and maybe Sagat and stuff, medium punch is fine to do, to sort of chip them down and pressure them and stuff. Dudley's walk speed is pretty decent as well, when you can get in quite close. I obviously jump too much as well, I'm aware of this. Now that was a combo. Now I don't think that works on all characters, I'm not sure. Oh, that was combo opportunity. I think I was way too far out to get the stand-in heavy kick though, so that's fine. I think I am quite scared of her reversal option, so I do seem to just leaving her on a wake up, which is probably a bad idea, but And as you can see, she's jumping over me a lot, although she probably does that for most characters, so it's not that big a deal. 6 frames, easily safe jump that. And not following up, not doing any pressure and stuff. So that's probably a downfall at the minute in the early stages of Dudley. Don't forget, oh, you can anti-air that, that's pretty cool, but don't forget, it's all in the mustache. So if you have good mustache mustache powers, see, that's where she starts doing a lot of uppercuts, so a lot of reversals, and it just annoys me. Her reversal is so good, so I just get annoyed and do my own. But your reversal will get beat out by a lot of other people's reversals if you do them together. Yours goes up incredibly fast and has really bad invincibility, if any, and so you'll get beat out very easily, especially Cammy's, because hers stays on for like the most. I know that from Goken, so I was expecting something, as I always leave her alone on Wake Up, it seems. I learned that from Goken, that if you did like an EX demon flip, you can escape any reversal in the game pretty much, apart from Cammy's. It stays active for so long, your invincibility wears off, and Goken's demon flip EX has got a lot of invincibility. And there I did a short swing blow. It got knocked out as I was coming back in. Now I really hate that. I wish it had, and there I think I tried to do the EX version to escape, and I got knocked out for the startup frames. So I hadn't looked at frame data on this match. I normally don't begin by looking at frame data because I don't know what it means. I need to learn the moves and what kind of stuff they do, and I'll learn through the matches whether I can use moves or not. One thing I did notice is that his uppercuts do recover very quickly when you actually land. Okay, and that short swing blow is generally, as I've read on small tutorials and whatnot, is pretty good for tech throws, to stop throws attempts, but they can bash you out of it really easily, even the EX version. Because I get so annoyed with Dudley, I do look at what other people say about him and matchups and stuff. So I mean, I got really annoyed with Makoto. It's just a general teething problem, I think. See there, I tried to go for a combo, yes, thank God, but it's a teething problem. I hate losing, especially on such simple stuff. You know, oh, I missed a jump in, anti-air, and I get a massive combo. I'm no good at pressuring. That sort of stuff really annoys me because I think I can do better, especially if I play Goken. But so it's something I have to work through, so it's not a big deal for me. Apart from the fact I get annoyed, but I don't know why I get really annoyed and just have a lot of salt, and I drop the game and just close it down and then carry on. But then maybe 5 minutes later, when I've cooled off, I'll want to jump back in and start again. But yeah, as I was saying, this is quite a long segue. So I had a little look on the internet, the old internet, to see what other Dudley players would like to see in version 2013 if it became a reality. What buffs they would like to see in Dudley, because that would give me a clue as to what other Dudley players think Dudley's deficits are and how he could be improved, so that should improve my game. And one of the buffs which sort of resonated with me is that make EX short swing blow have 1 piece of armor, because then he will be able to actually go into an attack if they're pressing buttons. So if you read a button press and you move away and then you come back and they still hit you with a different button, that really annoys me. So I'd like to see some sort of way to get around the fact that you can easily be jabbed out of a short swing blow, because I don't think that would make it overpowered. It is quite safe on block, -2 I believe, so maybe it might be a bit tough, because then you might be able to spam it and chip them down. They can't do anything about it, although you could probably do uppercuts and stuff, multiple hitting moves, reversals, and punish it on reaction maybe. I don't know, it's just something which does annoy me that I've experienced, getting knocked out of an EX short swing blow. I'm probably using it wrong though. As you can see, I'm finding it hard to get in. Gen's pokes I think are longer than mine, and his priority is really good as well, I think. As you can see, I'm trying to use that move to get in, and tried the combo again, didn't work. I think I'm pushing him out too far. The way I've trained with the combo is to use two crouching light punch and then a standing heavy kick. So I'm always pushing him out with the 2 standing light punches, and I should be just doing 1 instead, but I haven't quite trained that. I only trained 1. 2 punches, sorry. So I find it really hard to get this guy. He's just jumping away all the time. So, and I keep mistiming those things. It's really quite difficult. I mean, it probably doesn't help that I'm on my arcade stick now. I'm trying to go in that full time, not playing my pad very much at all. So I do have problems doing half circles maybe 100% of the time. I maybe get it 70% of the time because I'm still learning the directions of the arcade stick and half circles. I mean, there's no reason for Dudley to have half circle moves, I don't think. I think it just comes from that's what was in an older game, so they brought it over and kept the same notations, but they could just as easily put it on quarter circles. I mean, I'm not moaning, they're not that difficult to do, but when I want to do it quickly and effectively, to say go for a fireball, because you have to be quite close in order to get the punish, I do struggle. And that EX machine gun was just, I'm getting so annoyed with this guy throwing uppercuts all the time that I just wanted to get him. Backdashing to stop a reversal. That's good, I like that. Trying to anti-air him, using more. Standing medium punch, I think, is a really good anti-air, and crouching heavy punch. But I don't follow it up. I just clearly don't. I haven't learned that yet. Oh, and now I'm trying to chip him down with that, and I think it's gonna. Okay, it didn't cost me. I thought it was gonna cost me. So I mean, this guy isn't very good. I mean, he jumps around a lot. He's throwing a lot of stuff out, but he's unpredictable, and that's the thing. Oh, I managed to get the combo. Let's go for it. Okay, I missed it. Oh, see, uppercuts all the time. Okay, I'm doing quite well. Do the combo. No, missed it. And uppercuts, uppercuts. Okay. Throw that out now. I mean, there's no tactical reason why I did that. I just thought maybe I can catch him with it, as if he tries to backdash or tech me or something. That's the limit of it. I wasn't thinking of any cool setup or anything, obviously. It sort of works. I'm expecting a Shoryuken soon of desperation, so I'm trying to be very careful. Okay, now I think I could have got hit out of that, but I do use it on wake up. I think it's, what is it, 4 or 5 frames or something. Startup, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not really that useful on wake up, especially on characters which know how to meaty cross up you up or something like that. Cross up you up. Okay, this is the same. What? Okay, this is the same Cody, and I keep getting hit by all his rocks. Try and do some pressure. I push myself out too far with the light punches before I go for the other punches, and it's a common thing I seem to be doing. See, that might be character specific, like I said. It managed to work on Cammy. Okay, that was blocked it, which is nice. I got a feeling he's going to throw something out. Okay, there you go. So I mistimed my thing. He weren't doing it at the time though, so I just wanted to get at him. Now, there's one thing that I definitely need to adjust, and that's this forward heavy punch and standing heavy punch. I don't know the distance. There was no point me doing that at that distance, I don't think, unless maybe I wanted to stuff one of his moves. It does have a lot of active frames, but it's just making me quite vulnerable. And that's me just getting really annoyed with him. So just throwing him out. He seems to be getting hit with them, which isn't too bad. And I tried for the overhead feign and then the sweep, but the timing, maybe the crouching medium kick would probably be better. To sort of just sweep him nice and fast, because that heavy kick sweep is really slow to start up. So do the blocking. He's probably doing EX1. Okay, you can punish that, which is pretty cool. Oh, I can. So now I've got to try and I'm going to dash forward, try some setup, and okay. Now I did an EX uppercut there. You get beat out so easily. You got hardly any invincibility. It's not even worth it. It's pretty bad, in my opinion. So it kind of resonates that it should be used for a different purpose. So in the next episode, I start listing down some points that I've just mentioned, which I have trouble with. Try and learn some more pressure. Look at frame data to see how I think things should be used and what's safe and what's not, to try and improve my game from what you've saw, which is pretty bad, I'll admit. And even if I didn't, you clearly see. So thank you for watching, and hope you don't dislike this too much.